I'm sorry.
I'm at your service, sir.
Innkeeper, up here.
I didn't say I wouldn't contribute, but I'm not giving them a single groschen until I see cupstones flying.
Greetings to you.
Who's there? Damn it. I thought there was something going. Going on? Well, look at me. Over here like a fool.
I'd like to do something about that. How's this?
We're in. Sehr, I can. Your felt to you, good sir. Guten Tag,
But she slammed the door in my face. I'm not going to humiliate myself a second time.
Easy, good horse. What a view! Beautiful.
Put that weapon away.
Well, well. Look who the muses dragged in. Greetings, George.
Oh, it's you. The distinguished Enrico.
Is something wrong? You look a bit sad.
No. Everything's fine.
How did you and Michael get here? You're quite a long way from Zhelyov.
Some peasant bringing flour here took us. He wanted an awful lot of coin at first, but as soon as Michael and I started singing, he took us for free. He said he'd do anything to get us to stop squawking, the bloody bastard.
Well, and how are you doing? Is Kuttenberg like you imagined it?
Not at all, friend. It's much worse. We thought the river ran with ale, and the streets were paved in silver so shiny you could look up the skirts of women walking in front of you. But no, we're sleeping in an armourer's shed like animals, and they won't serve us in the tavern unless we help out. We thought the beauty of the world, the grace of the muse, and the celebration of love awaited us here. Bullshit. Nothing but work, thirst, and women who won't let us touch them.
So, what are you going to do now?
I wish I knew, friend. Michael thinks we'll find some wealthy burgher who will employ us to write verses for him. But the locals are too tight-fisted for that.
Well, I have to be going. But it was good to see you. Best of luck to you.
It was good seeing you. Friend.
Just what we needed.
Well, well. Greetings, poet.
Henry, is that you? My friend, welcome to Kuttenberg.
How did you and George get here?
By wagon, of course. How else? The driver wanted coin in exchange, but as soon as we pulled out the loot you got for us, and George and I played our beautiful, catchy, engaging, life and love affirming, bittersweet, moving, mnemonimal, simply wonderful song. So he took us for free.
And how are you doing here? You don't look all that great.
La parenza inganna, my friend. Looks can be deceiving. We are certainly in Lady Luck's favour. True, we may be sleeping on a pile of hay, and they only let us stay in the tavern if we clean up there. But they promised us they'd let us play for the guests' amusement. It hasn't quite worked out yet, but our luck will turn soon enough. You'll see. As soon as we start playing, I'm certain some rich burgher will notice us and make us his own personal poets.
So that's your plan for now? To find someone to support you?
What do you mean support? A bit of food is a small reward for the nourishment of the soul we shall provide him with.
Well, I'll be off then. I have a lot of work to do. But it was good to see you again.
You too, my graceful and gallant friend. And don't worry, one day when we'll be playing for the king himself, we'll certainly put in a good word for you. You won't have to dig through shit your whole life. Trust me.
What would you like?
I need to eat and sleep here.
We'd be honored, sir. And for how long?
I'd like to stay for a longer time.
I'll give you my best.
All right then. Here's your groschen.
I knew we'd come to an agreement. Your bed's ready, and there's some food in the pot.
Where can I find my room?
Easy. You just go upstairs.
In a river of shit.
Excuse me.
Henry, I was wondering when you'd turn up.
Hey, my lovely. Zizka told me you found something out about Liechtenstein.
If only just Liechtenstein. I've only been here a couple of days, but I seem to know everything about this city and its sinful people. And about the Pope, the second Pope, Sigismund, Wenceslas, about the sickness of old men, the desires of young men, who I sometimes have to beat off with a stick. Simply everything. The tavern seems to be the fount of all knowledge.
You'll have to tell me more about the sinning part. That sounds interesting.
You youngsters are all the same. But work before pleasure. After we find Liechtenstein and free Cape Bon, we'll see.
I'll look forward to it. But anyway, about Liechtenstein. Anything new?
Well, there might be something. One of the girls I talked to told me her sweetheart frequents some nasty alehouse. And one of the regulars there recently started buying drinks for the whole house. Which is suspicious, because this fella is practically a beggar. Goatskin, they call him. They asked him where he got the coin, and he boasted that he was spying for some rich lord.
All right. That sounds promising.
Of course, it doesn't have to be Liechtenstein, but there can't be that many rich men who pay spies. And we have to start somewhere.
That's true. And you've spoken to this goatskin fella?
Not yet. I was rather hoping you'd do it. That grubby alehouse is a bit too wild even for me.
Well, if it's too wild even for you, maybe I should be worried.
Well, at least you don't risk being groped by a bunch of lewd, stinking miners.
Well, it's only to be expected after all.
Excuse me?
I mean, I'm sure they don't see nice women like you very often.
Naughty boy. You just make sure nobody robs you there.
Does this place have a name?
I'm not sure if it's a name, but the locals call it the Hole in the Wall.
I see the owner's got a sense of humour.
Unfortunately, I don't think it's a joke. You'll find it in Hot Prink. There's no other alehouse in that quarter.
So goat skin in the hole in the wall. I reckon I remember that. I'll go and check it out.
Before you go, I wanted to ask. Nobody ever told me why we're actually looking for this Liechtenstein fella.
Do you remember how we were tortured in Trotsky?
That's not something that's easy to forget.
Istvan asked us about Liechtenstein, and we revealed to him that he's here. Istvan sent Eric to tell von Bergov about it. His life might be in danger because of us.
All right. But who is he and what is he doing here?
He's a young noble from Jobst's council. His family have domains in Moravia and Lower Austria. He's here to gather information about the enemy for Jobst. And judging by how important it was for Istvan to find out where he is, he's a real thorn in their side. And they're out to get him.
So we're getting involved in noblemen's schemes again. That means trouble.
I'll do my best not to get us mixed up in all that.
Sure you will. But it can't be helped. There's a war on, and we have to fight. Watch out for yourself, Henry. I have a bad feeling about that district.
You're not the only one.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Left on the market.
Do your shopping here, and you're in the clear.
Finest wares, quality goods.
Tools, iron tools. The finest five wares. Good day, strong pots.
Come and take your pick. New wares.
A fine day for some fine wares. Come and take a look.
You're always welcome here.
Damn it, sir. You're in for a nice pick.
Puh, it's just you. Grüß dich. Was wünschst du?
What work do you have? I could use a few groschen.
You look like an Haudegen. Tough man. I have work for such, yes? But what of reading? Can you read?
What? If I can read? Of course.
Ach. What is written here?
Very well. That German Geldstück pours short beers and then charges for a full tankard. His whole inn smells like puke, like he himself does. And the food...
Was? What are you saying? It says my tavern is the best in Kuttenberg.
Well, that's not what's written there.
Der verdammte Schreiber. That youngster. Janek the scribbler. I wanted to hang that sign on the door. I gave him 5 beers to write that. 5!
So, what about that job?
Donnerwetter! Na gut. So listen then. We have a problem in Kuttenberg. We merchants. It's crawling with Sigismund's soldiers, who are nothing but trouble. Not long ago, they started blocking the road to Kuttenberg. and every caravan had to pay a toll. And the merchants either had to find a way around or raise the prices of all their goods. If you are carrying booze, you must pay. Carrying clothes, you pay. Carrying salt,
You pay, I get it. But what do you want me to do about it?
well, the other merchants and I got a pile of groschen together for whoever can rid us of these soldiers. Would you dare?
And what about the city council? The soldiers don't bother them?
Nein. They just want Sigismund not to notice them, so they can keep stealing everything around here. They are like pigs im Speck. So why would they mind such a minor thing? Everybody is scared shitless these days. You want something done? You must do it yourself.
And how many of those soldiers are there?
I've never been there. But the wagoners said sometimes 1, sometimes 5. That's all I know.
And what am I supposed to do with them? I'm supposed to take care of them?
That probably will not even be necessary. Those soldiers are guarding the road on orders from King Sigismund. They have some Geleitbrief, safe conduct. I need you to go there. Get that safe conduct and then disappear. Keine Befehle, kein Wegzoll. So, how about it? Will you help us?
Yeah, I'll help. Where can I find these soldiers?
Leave Kuttenberg through the north gate. Then take the road nach Grund. In the middle of the road, you will find a camp. You cannot miss it.
Fine. I'll see if I can talk to them.
Excuse me?
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Beautiful clock. But why isn't it working?
Afternoon, they burned down the whole village, killed all the villagers, and drove the local lord out of his own castle. You see what I did?
I am at your service. I've been tricked so many times.
Welcome. It's good to see you, lad.
Excuse me?
God be with you.
Good day. Fine day with some fine wares. Come and take your pick.
Respect.
Come and take a gander. We've got it.
Nice and slow. Ah!
Gah! Quick!
Whoa, whoa. I came to talk to you.
What are you on about, yokel? This is a military position, not some tavern where you can blabber nonsense.
Don't make this worse than it is. I'm an official. I've come on behalf of the Kuttenberg Council.
Who did you say you are?
Silence! You're illegally blocking the road and collecting money from merchants. The council demands that you immediately allow free passage and disperse.
Well, yes, but well, we're here on direct orders from the king. We even have his letter of safe conduct. Look for yourself.
Show it to me.
Well, that surely won't be necessary, sir.
I'm afraid it will be. The letter. Now.
Fine. Here it is.
My dear devoted and faithful subjects, I, Sigismund of the House of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, and Elector of Brandenburg... Good lord, the titles that man has.
Oh, you can read?
Of course. Why else would I want that parchment from you, numbskull? Do entitle the bearer of this writ, blah blah blah.
It's all in order, you see, according to law. You don't need to read further.
Hereby ordered the bridge over the Teplitz River to be guarded where crossed by the southern route to Yulo. What is the meaning of this?
What? Not me. You've certainly...
Shut your mouth, deceiver. Teplitz River, my arse. You're stealing here. Plain as day.
But I didn't know.
Didn't know what? That you're on the road to Kuttenberg and not on a bridge in Hungary, thief?
Oh, it's Yale. It's not the end of the world. Just a few wagons. Nothing bad happened to anyone.
Where did he get that safe conduct?
Well, we got it from the king, really. That is, our captain did. 4 years ago. Except then he died, and without him they didn't let us guard anything. Fortunately, we kept the letter, and now we set up from time to time with it to collect money from merchants. And most of them don't know how to read, so when they see the royal seal, they figure it's better to pay and not ask questions.
Enough. Pack up your shit and get out of here before I lose my patience. I'll keep this safe conduct, and if I ever hear of you running your fraud elsewhere, I will find you personally. Is that clear?
Yes, you'll never hear from us again, I swear.
Go! Nice and slow.
You nearly killed me!
sale! Fair prices!
Fine day for some fine wares! Come! Come and take your pick!
I've got lots.
Inexpensive, but
The best wares on the market. Come and take a
Let them
gander.
step forward and prove their skill.
Whoa!
Was wünschst du?
What's new in the city?
Nicht viel. If you are looking for some Geschäft, you should look elsewhere.
I brought you that safe conduct.
Mein Gott! You really did it! And what about the soldiers? Where they are?
They won't be back in this land anytime soon.
You do us a great service, friend. And also save us much money. For that you deserve a reward. Thanks 100-fold.
A fine day for some fine wares. Come and take your pick.
Wonderful day! Full purchase.
Come and take your pick. This horse was cheap.
Whoa!
You silly doggy.
Miss, good afternoon.
I'd like to go into the gardens. Why are you on guard here?
I'm afraid my sister is resting in the gardens and doesn't wish to be disturbed.
Do you have any idea who I am?
No. Should I?
The city council wants me to inspect this part of the fortifications. So get out of my way so I can take a look.
Wasn't that Master Albert's job?
It used to be, but not anymore. King Sigismund has made a lot of changes in this town.
Oh. Go on then, but stay away from my sister. Bis bald, mein Herr.
Are you Miss Adletta?
That's me. And what is your name, you handsome fellow?
Henry.
A nice name. But I have to warn you, I won't be a miss for much longer. Seeing you here makes me regret that a little, though.
The pleasure's all mine. I'm here on behalf of Caspar Rudolph. It's about the book he lent you.
Caspar? Oh, the poor thing got a proper hiding from my father. How is he?
He's well. His wine business is flourishing.
I know perfectly well that it's not flourishing. But I'm glad Caspar at least has good friends.
What about that book? Do you have it?
When we were friends, he gifted me that book. There was no mention of it being on loan. And now he wants it back all of a sudden?
No offense, miss, but are you even interested in a treatise on wine?
Of course not. But Caspar kept going on about it, and I wanted to make him happy. Since I've been locked up here, I've even tried to read it out of sheer boredom, so that I don't have to embroider all the time.
What if we became friends, and you gave me the book?
You're taking a big risk, good man. My father could have your tongue cut out for that kind of talk. He's not too keen on my friends.
That doesn't bother me.
But it's not that easy to become a friend of mine. First, you need to impress me somehow.
I could write a poem for you.
Love poetry. I have to warn you that my taste is rather refined.
One stolen glance, tender and true, captured my heart, beholden to you. Your beauty and grace, like flowers in spring, as the rising sun, you make the birds sing.
That wasn't bad, good man. You have talent. You deserve a reward.
How about a kiss?
Here, now? In broad daylight?
Why not? We're alone here.
That's what you think. I don't want to make my family angry. And it would be a pity if you came to harm as well.
So you don't want...
If the circumstances were different, who knows? But your charming courtship has made me happy.
I'd like to take Casper's book now.
Of course. That's what you came for, isn't it?
I have the book, so I'll be off.
Farewell, Henry. Never forget me. It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Help out the cripple.
This place seems familiar.
Henry, look. I spent the happiest years of my life in this forge. It's such a shame to see the old place just left like that too. Henry! Stop that. Come on, we still have to go to the market.
Looking for something, lad?
I was just...
You won't find nothing here no more. Best move along.
Forgive me. It's just that
I remember this forge from my childhood. When I was a boy, my pa, Martin, brought me here.
Wait, Martin? My husband had an apprentice called Martin. That was your pa?
Unfortunately, he died.
I'm sorry to hear that. My God, Martin's adult son? Time really does fly.
He told me back then he spent the best years of his life here.
Aye, aye. Those were good times, true enough. What's your name, lad?
Henry.
I'm Magdalene. It's a pleasure, Henry. Care to come inside for a chat? I've a fresh pot of soup on the stove if you're hungry.
I can't refuse an offer like that.
Glad to hear it. Come with me, then. I'm glad you like it.
Just like Ma used to make.
Back when your pa used to apprentice here, my Skodder's forge was the finest in Kuttenberg. Only then out of the blue he fell ill and I lost him. Everything's been downhill since then. His apprentices left and the Blacksmiths Guild couldn't decide who to assign the forge to. Before they could make a decision, the forge's attic burnt down. I was visiting my sister in Visokar at the time. She's with the Lord now too, poor thing. I was left here all alone, on jointure. This room is the only one that stayed unscathed for the most part.
How did your husband get ill?
Out of the blue. He started coughing, got weak, then lay down, and never got up again. It wasn't the plague, but something nasty nonetheless.
I'm sorry to hear that.
What can you do? Such is life, lad.
Did Martin really not want to take over his own forge?
He was just a lad at the time, and taking over a forge is no easy feat. The guild has its own rules and who to assign it to.
How did the forge's attic burn down?
How do you think? Someone set it ablaze. Hard to say if it was just some brats or those good-for-nothings from the hole. That's the watering hole next door. But it doesn't matter now, they never caught anyone. All that came of it is that nobody's wanted the forge for 20 years. But look at me rambling on. I'm sure you're not interested in the rantings of some old crone.
I am interested.
It's kind of you to say that. I keep trying to explain to the guild that it's not a lost cause. We just need someone who will bring this place back up. But it's like talking to a stone wall year after year. The guildmasters are too worried about their own business to listen to me. But I'm convinced if we were to find a talented blacksmith, the workshop could be as beautiful as a chapel, like when my old Skodder used to run it.
I could be that blacksmith.
You're a blacksmith? Like your pa? Christ, of course you are. I should have known. It only makes sense after all.
I can get my hands on some coin. And you're right, such a famous forge shouldn't be left to fall by the wayside.
If you were to take it over, that would be wonderful. Only you'll have to talk to the guild about it first. They make the rules. I reckon Master Bushek the Elder has the most common sense when it comes to this place. He might be able to help. He has an armourer's workshop in the town hall quarter. Hopefully he'll hear you out.
I'll try and talk to him. Thanks for the soup.
Good luck to you, Henry.
Here you go. Take it. Good boy. Good boy.
This damned rain.
Slowly. Nice and slow. Whoa! Whoa!
You're always always welcome here.
Greetings. What can I do for you?
Master Bushek?
Aye?
I'm Henry of Skalitz. I'm interested in Master Skoda's old burnt-down forge. I spoke to his widow, Magdalena, about it.
For Christ's sake. She didn't pull you in off the street, did she? The mad old crone?
Well, more or less.
Old age must be sad. All I can tell you about the forge is the same thing I tell Magdalena when she bothers me about it. Even getting the building back into its original state would mean pouring a fortune into it.
I'd take care of the money.
Aye, but only a member of the Kuttenberg Blacksmiths Guild can work the trade around here. And you're not a member.
Could I join the guild?
It's not that simple. The guild is a private society made up of Kuttenberg burghers, and the other masters aren't too trusting when it comes to outsiders. So I reckon they won't be too keen on the idea.
How could I convince them?
That's hard to say. But maybe you'll make a good impression. But first, you'll be required to meet 3 conditions.
Which are?
First, you have to come from a respectable family. Second, you have to have blacksmithing experience. And third, you'll have to compete the guild trial. Tell me, blacksmith, what sort of family do you come from? And what's your work experience?
I'm Radzig Cobbler's bastard.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
Really? I'm the bastard son of Radzig Cobbler of Dvorets.
Henry, if you really want to join the guild, think about what you're saying. You have to come from a respectable blacksmith family. So next time, think long and hard about what you're going to tell me, all right?
About the guild trial.
Yes?
Not only do I come from a respectable family, but a blacksmith's family too. You probably knew my father.
Oh? Where would I know him from?
From here. His name was Martin, and he used to be old Skoda's apprentice.
Wait, Martin? Your pa is Frisky Martin?
Frisky?
Aye, of course, Frisky. We used to call him that because, well, that doesn't matter. How's he doing these days?
I'm afraid he's no longer with us. He was killed during the raid on Skalitz.
Christ. I'm very sorry to hear that. When I knew him, he seemed like a good bloke and quite a talented swordsmith. Some of the masters were good friends of his. They were the same age at that time. To tell you the truth, that will likely affect your chances as a contender. As Frisky's son, you'll have a great opportunity to make an impression. So you'd better make the most of it.
As far as experience, I worked for Master Radovan of Takhov. I'm sure he'd be happy to confirm it.
Takhov? Takhov? I don't even know where that is, to tell you the truth.
The finest forge in the Trotsky region. Lord von Berghoff himself had his sword forged there.
Von Berghoff, the royal chamberlain? Can you prove you're not making it up?
Should I go and get a letter of recommendation from him?
No need. I'll trust you. But if the other masters happen to ask, be ready for anything. It seems answering questions about your family and experience won't give you trouble. Now for the most important part. Are you ready for the guild trial?
What does the guild trial involve?
The guild trial consists of a verbal exam and a practical exam. First, you'll have to answer a few tricky questions from my colleagues. And after that, you'll forge a sword to the best of your abilities right before their eyes. Of course, the trial comes at a small fee for each try. Well then, do you feel up to it?
What does the verbal exam entail?
In short, all the basics every good blacksmith should know. Can you read, at least a little?
I can. Quite well, in fact.
Glad to hear it. Everything you need to know is neatly laid out in this handbook on blacksmithing. And for a small fee, I'd be happy to sell it to you.
I'm interested in the handbook.
Here it is. You won't regret it.
I'm not ready for it yet.
Then go and brush up. And no slacking.
About the guild trial.
Yes?
I'm ready.
Great. But I'm afraid we're not. It will take some time to get things ready. We'll meet tomorrow at noon below the astronomical clock on the square. I'll take you to the guild forge, where the trial will take place. And one more thing. If you'd like, you can wait for the trial here. Just say the word. But first, I reckon you should take a look in that handbook.
I'd like to wait here for the trial.
Very well, then. We have plenty of room.
Should we get going?
I believe it's high time. Don't even bother looking at that old clock of ours. It's been stuck for 30 years. It seems all the other masters are looking forward to what Frisky's son can do. You'd better make a good impression. Now, the guild forge isn't far. We'll just pass through the lower market and we're there. Did you get a chance to study the handbook?
Of course.
Mind if I test your knowledge a bit along the way? Are sparks a good sign while forging?
Yes, they're a good sign.
I'm afraid not. It was a trick question. If sparks fly while you're hammering, it's a good sign. Whereas if you're heating the workpiece, it's a bad one. I have one more question for you. What colour is a properly heated workpiece?
Straw yellow.
Of course, straw yellow. What else? At least you got this one right. I reckon it wouldn't...
Look what I have for you. Aye, come here.
Easy, good horse.
Most likely a poor scholar. He thought I wouldn't see him. Greetings.
I'm in. Well,
all I even get.
I take.
Aye.
Could I?
It's not. And the other.
How?
That's the first you and tell me.
I'm right. Really?
Edmund, you have the next.
About the...
Yes?
No.
Oh?
From here?
Wait.
Frisk.
Ah,
I'm afraid.
right. Some of them to tell you.
As far as experience, I helped at my father's forge. We made a sword for Sir Radzig Cobbler of Dvorets together. I have the sword here. Would you like to see it?
No need. I'll trust you. But if the other masters happen to ask, be ready for anything. It seems answering questions about your family and experience won't give... Are you...
What is the
guild first? And of course. Well then.
What?
In short,
I can't.
glad to. And for...
I'm in...
Here it is. Then go.
About the...
Yes?
I'm...
Great. We'll meet. And but first...
Why was Magdalena bothering you about the smithy?
She's used to sticking her nose into everything. Even guild matters that aren't her concern. Old Skoda, may the Lord grant him eternal rest, always tolerated it. She probably doesn't want to live out her years in her ruin. And I understand that. On the other hand, it was her choice. We offered her a cottage elsewhere, but she wouldn't hear of it. Said that was her home.
Tell me a bit about yourself, Master Bushek.
I'm not that interesting. Not much worth telling, really. They call me Bushek the Elder, because my son's taken up the armourer's trade as well. Though he's moved to Prague now. I've been in the guild nearly 30 years. I've seen it rise and falter, and constant feuds between the masters. If I've learned anything in that time, it's that there's an answer to every question, and a cure for every pain. I try to live by that.
Why did they call Martin Frisky?
Truth be told, I don't know. Master Skoda came up with it, and it just stuck. He probably called him that because Martin was always hopping around full of ideas, and never hesitated to act on them. Whatever sort of ideas they may have been. We weren't terribly close, what with the age difference. But Martin had a bright future ahead of him. That much was clear to everyone in the guild. He could have become one of us one day. But for whatever reason, he chose another path.
What exactly happened with the fire at Skoda's smithy?
That was a tangled affair. I still can't quite make sense of it. Fires can start on their own sometimes, from the weather and such. But it had been rainy for days. Widow Magdalena was out of town, staying with her sister, I think. So the place wasn't being watched, and no one saw anything. Naturally, the city watch looked into it as suspected arson. But they never found the culprit. I don't even remember anyone pointing fingers. In the end, it was written off as an unfortunate accident.
I'd like to know more about old Skoda.
He was a true master, trained in the Empire and in Italy, and always sought to improve. He was known for his versatility. He forged swords, armour, even ornamental grills for buildings. Besides making top-quality work, he also handled relations between the guild and the town. They'd never been better. Sadly, he fell ill and passed away far too soon. We lost a great man.
I'd like to wait here for the trial.
Very well, then. We have plenty of room.
Should we get going?
I believe it's high time. Don't even bother looking at that old clock of ours. It's been stuck for 30 years. It seems all the other masters are looking forward to what Frisky's son can do. You'd better make a good impression. Now. Guild Forge isn't far. We'll just pass through the lower market and we're there. Did you get a chance to study the handbook?
Of course.
Mind if I test your knowledge a bit along the way? What colour is a properly heated workpiece?
Careful. Straw yellow.
Of course. Straw yellow. What else? I have one more question for you. Are sparks a good sign while forging?
That's a trick question.
The best
It
wares on the
depends.
market.
Excellent.
Come and take a look.
You didn't let me fool you. If sparks fly while you're hammering, it's a good sign. Whereas if you're heating the workpiece, it's a bad one. Wonderful.
Excuse me.
It seems you really did prepare. I reckon the others have a lot to look forward to. A good blacksmith should never stop learning. That too is important to our guild. I have a number of designs at my armor smithy that I collected on my travels throughout the kingdom. It's quite a unique collection. And the best part is, I'm happy to share it with others. Stop by any time. Learn to make something new. Your customers will surely appreciate it, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Your trial still awaits.
My humble
Just a
respect.
little further now.
My wares will bring you joy.
You're always welcome here, noble sir.
Good to see you. Come and take your pick.
Well then, are you ready for the trial?
I reckon he's too young.
Shall we begin?
I'm ready. We can begin.
Honored friends, masters of the Blacksmiths Guild, let me introduce the newest adept of the Master's Trial, Henry of Skalitz.
So, this is old Frisky's lad. I can hardly believe it.
Aber I do not see much of a resemblance.
Vielleicht ein wenig.
I do not see it.
Aye, aye. Frisky here, frisky there. All that talk about not taking in outsiders. And now you've gone and flipped it all around.
Martin was a good bloke and an excellent swordsmith. If Henry here is anything like him, he'd be a welcome addition to the guild.
Genau, genau.
Look, I didn't know this frisky fella of yours. I'm more interested to see what the lad can do than who his pa was.
We'll see what he can do shortly. Just to be clear, let me repeat what the trial entails. In the first part, the verbal examination, he will receive 3 questions. He must answer all 3 of them correctly in order to pass. If he makes a single mistake, this part of the exam is considered failed, and he won't get a chance to correct himself. After the verbal examination comes the practical one, where our adept skills will be tested.
And if he is successful, he'll become one of us.
Let's begin with the first part of the trial. Who would like to ask Henry the first question?
Say, Heinrich, how can you tell you have made progress on your workpiece?
By the shape.
Correct?
Correct.
Let's move on to the second.
I'd like to ask Henry if sparks while forging are a good or bad sign.
That depends. When you're hammering the piece, it's a good sign. But when you're heating it up, it's a bad one.
That's correct.
I knew you wouldn't be fooled.
Last question.
What's the final step before completing a piece?
Quenching the workpiece in a barrel.
That's right.
Richtig.
You answered all 3 questions correctly. Now, just to complete the practical exam, Henry, your task will be to forge a guild sword right in front of our eyes. Here's the design for it, as well as the materials. I'm sure you know what to do with them.
Viel Glück. Let's see what you can do, young Frisky.
Let's see, then.
stärker.
That's a good one.
Jetzt vorsichtig.
Nice one. That's a good one.
Let's see then.
That's a
Looks
good
like
one.
the lad has a firm grip.
Konzentrieren.
Oof.
Genau.
What's next?
Take a look at that.
Nice.
All done?
Let's see what you made. My! I don't think I've ever seen anything like it. Fantastic work, Henry. This sword is a piece of art. I'm glad you didn't disappoint. Honored friends, masters of the Blacksmith's Guild, Henry of Skalitz has successfully completed the trial. Let us head for the guild hall for the acceptance ceremony. After successfully fulfilling all requirements, I'm proud to announce our guild has grown by a new member. Approach Henry of Skalitz. Kneel. Swear for the first time on your honor and by God Almighty that you will defend the interests of the Blacksmiths Guild of Kuttenberg.
I swear.
Swear for the second time that you will protect all secrets entrusted to you by the Guild.
I swear.
And swear for the third time that you will always act honestly and God-fearingly to spread the esteem of our guild among the people.
I swear.
Now hang your guild sword next to those of the other masters. Go on, do it.
Is it?
Welcome to the guild, Henry. It's now up to you to say a few words.
I'm following in my father's footsteps. Even as a lad, when I watched him by the forge, I wanted to be just like him. A real master blacksmith. Today, thanks to you, my dream has come true. And here in Kuttenberg, where Pa spent the best years of his life, I like to think he'd be proud of me.
He would be, without a doubt. In any case, from this day forward, Henry is to take over Skoda's forge and repair it. He therefore acquires the right to use it with one obligation, and that is the accommodation of the widow Magdalena. The guild grants her jointure after the death of her husband. That will be your responsibility now, Henry.
That won't be for much longer anyway.
She's a kind woman. I'll be happy to help her.
We'll see about that, once she goes poking her nose into everything at the forge.
It sounds like you have your work cut out for you, Henry. But like all hard work, the results will surely be worth it. The ceremony is now over.
What are you going to do about the gold plate?
Excuse me?
You can go now, Henry.
It was good to see you, my friend.
That's not bad at all.
Careful!
Greeting. I'll be with you.
God in heaven. You're seeing this.
Come and take your pick!
Oh, people. Show mercy.
Hey, you nearly ran into me!
You're in the clear. The finest wares.
Good news. I gained the right to use the forge.
Wonderful. Finally, we can make some progress here. I'm just worried that once you see the mess inside, you'll turn on your heel and run.
I'll never run away again. From anyone or anything.
I see you have a sense of duty. I like that. Anyway, the house will have to be cleared out first before you can do anything else. The forge, as well as the floor above. Clear the rubble, put it in sacks, take it outside to the wagon, pick up the things laying around, sweep the floors. There's much to do, and I'm afraid I won't be of much help. My back isn't what it used to be. One bad move and I'll stay hunched over like an old crone.
I'm sure I can manage.
I hope so. Looks like you have some strong hands and that you're not all thumbs. But first you'll have to get inside. The entrance from the street is blocked. A beam collapsed.
I'll figure it out. I'll have to open this gate from the other side. got to be kidding me. Oh, Christ, that's heavy. One sack after another. Ooh. Whew.
My lord, it's even worse than I thought in here.
Some of this is bound to come in handy. Ah, come on!
Those sure will be
Lugging sacks really never gets old. Looking better already.
I apologize.
I wonder what's in store for me here. This looks like it was an apprentice's room.
Now just to put it in a sack and take it to the wagon.
Carrying those heavy sacks up and down the stairs.
I reckon I can still use these materials. What's this? It has Martin's mark on it. I'll have to ask Magdalena.
God be with you. Keep the peace, and we'll stay.
My word, you really are a handy lad. And hard-working too. I like to see that. You see this, Skoda? Your forge is finally in good hands.
I found this. The mark Martin used to use is on it. Do you know what it could be?
Aye, that looks like one of the sketches for that grand project of theirs. They always met up in the evenings after work. All hush-hush, and over something so silly, no less.
Why did they meet up?
Because of the broken astronomical clock on the Rathaus Tower. Back then, the city officials decided they wanted it fixed, so they asked the masters of the guild to propose a solution. Your pa got all excited about it, then got my old Skoda involved, along with that other apprentice that was here. What was his name? Such a timid, quiet lad. Sakra. Oh, I can't recall, but I remember they did some work on it, but the city ended up changing its mind.
What happened?
They brought in some Italians, all the way from Padua or whatever it's called. And how do you think that turned out?
They messed it up?
It was a terrible disgrace. The Italians ended up running off along with the money. There was no money left for the repairs, and there still isn't. So the clock is still broken. I remember when it still used to chime. But what can you do? Better to discuss what you want to do with this place.
I want to spruce this whole place up.
All right, then. Come, I'll show you something. This was Skoda's table. He was always sketching something, planning repairs. He could stand here for hours. It was his favourite spot. And now it's yours.
It's an honour.
I think there's just one thing left to do. You have to put up a shop sign. So your customers know where to go, right? Have a look at the plans here. Good work, Henry. I didn't think I'd see this fire going ever again.
We'll get this place up and running again.
Now that you're officially open, why don't you forge something for me?
What do you need?
Nothing difficult. My old axe broke. It served me for many years, even after he died. Only now it's all worn down and crooked, so it's not good for chopping.
Why didn't you get a new one in all those years? Someone from the guild would surely be happy to make you one. Probably for free.
I don't need their charity. Besides, if you're even half as talented as your pa was, this should be child's play to you, no?
Of course. You can count on me.
And don't forget to sharpen it too. I can't chop with a dull axe.
I noticed your brooch. It's really lovely.
It's a nightingale. Shkoda made it for me for our first anniversary. I used to sing while I worked. And he'd always say, "My little nightingale."
It's a real masterwork.
It's mainly a keepsake now. Not much of his is left. Just that old axe. And an axe doesn't make the best love token.
Tell me more about Shkoda.
What do you want to know?
How did he become a guild master?
Not long after our wedding, he passed the guild exam. He was even offered a choice of 2 forges. There were 2 vacant ones. One in town, in the merchant's quarter, where young Matthias is now, and this one. Everyone was surprised he chose this place. But we figured there'd be more space here. And we were right. People didn't mind walking outside the walls once they saw the big, fine smithy we built here. As our smithy prospered, Shkoda's influence grew, not just in the guild. He even talked about standing for a seat on the council. But he didn't live to see it.
How many journeymen did he train here?
Well, not all that many, to be honest. He started with some lad called Yaneba from Petch. But the boy couldn't take Shkoda's high standards and left. My husband was a strict man. I can't remember a single apprentice who stayed longer than 6 months. Your father was an exception. Him and the fly. The 2 of them stayed together here 2 whole years. Right to the end. That says something about their skill. They were just fine smiths, and Shkoda held them in high regard.
What happened after he died?
It's all a bit of a blur. I don't really remember that time too well. It all happened so quickly. He fell ill, took to bed, and 3 days later we were laying him out. Suddenly the smithy was full of people. The guildmasters arranged the funeral, the councillors came to offer condolences. The journeyman disappeared without a word. I went to my sister's for a time, and while I was away the roof caught fire. And the rest you know. I was left here all on my own.
Would you tell me something about Martin?
Gladly. What would you like to know?
What was Martin like when he was young?
He was a well-mannered boy. I didn't know him outside the forge, but by all accounts he was quite a rascal. Word was, he never missed a chance for mischief. He was always betting on something. Even tried it on with my Shkoda. He eventually talked him into a wager. I don't even remember what for. That he'd leap the brook down on Bach. He took a long pole and said he'd vault right over. It seemed like a clever idea, but the pole snapped in 2, and poor Martin plunged straight into the water. Shkoda called him Frisky from that day on.
How was he at the trade?
Better than good. He wasn't a complete beginner when he came. He'd trained under another master first. I can't recall where from. I think he brought a few sketches with him, which he showed Shkoda, and the 2 of them tried to work something out. He wanted to become a swordsmith, and it showed. He really cared about mastering the craft. He spent a lot of time at it. My husband praised him for being able to think for himself from the very beginning. And he didn't hand out praise lightly, let me tell you that.
How did you get along with Martin?
He was no trouble. Ate whatever I cooked, helped out now and then when it was needed. He was a bit like a son to me, really. Although he never wanted to talk about his family, where he was born, where he came from. No one could get it out of him.
Why did he end up leaving Kuttenberg when things were going so well for him here?
If only I knew. One day he was still here, comforting me, saying everything would be all right. And the next day, he was gone. Didn't even take his things. I asked after him at the guild, but no one wanted to say anything. I often wondered if he'd got himself into trouble somehow. But I never did find out what it might have been. And I doubt we ever will.
That's more like it.
I have that axe you wanted.
Wonderful. Let's see. My word. This is really great work, Henry. Your customers will be tripping over each other to buy your products. Just be warned. People here in the city care more about the quality of work than in the countryside. If something is shoddy, they'll notice it right away. So, if you mess up a piece while forging and it ends up being low quality, it's best to just make a new one. All right?
All right.
Word will spread soon enough that locals don't have to go to the city to have something forged. And you'll have your first customers. Everyone around here knows me, so sometimes they might come to me with orders. I did the same for my husband back then. Does that work for you?
That works for me.
Glad to hear it.
As long as it doesn't bother you.
Why would it? On the contrary, I'm glad. I'll help out around the house, and I'll be happy to help with this too. I don't get out much, so I have all the time in the world. Oh, and one more important thing. You can also sell pieces you forge on your own, without anyone ordering them. There's a storeroom past the left door under the archway on the street, where you'll find a chest you can put products in, and I'll do my best to sell them. Here's the key to the chest. I'll hold onto the money for the products for you, so feel free to ask any time.
Where did you say the chest is?
In the storeroom. It's the left door beneath the archway.
You've taken on quite the workload, Magdalena.
I don't mind. All the movement keeps me young. In the meantime, you can focus on getting in good with the guild.
What do you mean, getting good?
The guildmasters are an eclectic bunch. They all like different things. It would be best if you try to be on good terms with everyone. They'll appreciate you and your forge all the more. For example, Boris of Brod loves nothing more than rolling dice. If you offer him a game at the Guildhall, I'm sure he won't refuse. He used to be one of your pa's best friends. He might even tell you about some of their misadventures.
I'm not sure I want to know.
Oh, yes, you do. Don't lie to yourself. Good to see you, my friend.